So we're going to be using our different driving modes. This thing's got 6 different driving modes: sandy conditions, muddy conditions, snowy conditions. You've got 2-wheel drive, and you've got 4-wheel drive, both in high gear and low gear. And now we're going to be going into mud mode. So mud mode, so we're in the water right now. We're climbing over all of these different rocks, stones. You can even see it like we were talking about before. We have the transparent chassis mode, so I can see all of these rocks, all of this really slippery ground beneath us. But luckily we're in mud mode, so that means that our traction is going to be improved. The power of this vehicle is going to be improved, so that way it can grip onto these slippery surfaces. It has a good distribution of power amongst the 4 wheels. That way our wheels are not, just because there could be slippage, there might not be great grip, so it's going to improve our traction in these muddy, kind of more difficult, wet areas. And so now we've come out of the river, and now we're in a more sandy area. So luckily we also have sand mode. That is another one of our 6 driving modes. So in the sand mode, you see we got a looser soil here, especially on riverbanks. It is very likely that your wheels could be sinking into that sand, getting bogged down, and then again, losing traction, losing grip. That is where the sand mode comes in, to make sure we're engaging traction in all 4 wheels, making sure all 4 of our wheels, our tires, get that traction, and it is able to keep us moving through the sand. We're in sand mode. It's going to keep us in a nice, steady, stable speed. We're not going to be stalling out. All right, we're traversing some pretty tall hills right here, but it's actually, I would say, pretty stable. He just switched on the the rear axle differential lock, and that makes it to where if any wheels get popped up, they don't just spin out. It delivers the traction, it delivers the power to the effective wheel, the one that's still on the ground. So that made us able to roll through that.
GWM, go with more.